They were 7 words uttered 5 years ago.
The Republican National Committee has chosen Cleveland.
That set the stage for a period of dramatic growth for Cleveland, a growth that had begun on a smaller scale over the previous decade. With a show to put on, Cleveland had to be ready. Delays were not an option. So we saw the renovation of Public Square, a number of new hotels, and the opening of a new state-of-the-art convention center.
If you build it, they will come.
It since has seen a slow but steady increase in business.
Conventions are booked 1, 2, 3 years out, 4 years out. You can't start up the business and have a sale tomorrow. You sell tomorrow, but you're not going to have the event for maybe 2 or 3 years. So that's been a challenge going forward. But as we go, we're 4 years into it now, and now we're starting to see the benefits of all this.
The big conventions you may notice. The vast majority of gatherings, though, you will not.
First quarter of this year, we had 97,000 people through here. We had 53 events. We're going to do about 250 events this year.
Those conventions do 2 things. They fill up hotels and restaurants, and they get a lot of people to Cleveland for the first time. And the research has shown the perception they come to the city with and what they find here are 2 totally different things.
By a large measure, the most important thing we could do in changing someone's perception about Cleveland is getting them here.
That's because for years, the city was the constant butt of late-night jokes.
So people who've never been here, they don't think the best of us. When they come here, they see what it is for itself, and it's dramatically different.
This RNC delegate, a prime example. I asked him about what he thought he'd see and what he found.
Big industrial factories and smokestacks. You know, I'm from Los Angeles. Anything east of San Bernardino is industrial. This is beautiful. What a town. And these museums. I can't wait to come back and bring my kids.
That's why the city went for the RNC, not for the 1 week of business, but to change the narrative. Successfully pulling it off was the bonus.
When we are now going after events like the NFL Draft, some of the biggest events a community can host, the fact that we hosted the RNC and the fact that we hosted extremely successfully has played a big role in our ability to continue to get those kind of events because they know we've done it and they know we know how to do it.
Cleveland also emerging in the last 3 years as a cruise ship destination, with more and more stops being added each year. Often overlooked in all this is this place, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's a selling point in luring those big events, and it also is, in and of itself, a big event, attracting consistently more visitors than the Baseball and Football Hall of Fames combined.
We now host almost 600,000 visitors a year at our museum, and those visitors have an economic impact of $200 million to the Northeast Ohio community.
That is nearly $200 million in economic impact annually. That's $349,000 a day on hotels, restaurants, and the like, with 80% of those visitors coming from out of town, many for the first time, leaving as ambassadors of a new Cleveland. John Kasich, News 5.